This video is a brief introduction to research for market analysis. We'll walk through an example to explore what questions you'll probably need to ask and what information sources can help you answer them. Apply the research strategies and use the information sources for your own project. I really like yoga and I like kittens, so I want to create a business that's a kitten yoga studio. Here are the three main components of market analysis: describing the industry and outlook, identifying your target market, and doing competitive analysis. I'm going to do each of these things for my kitten yoga studio, encouraged by Baby Yoda. First up is the industry. I need to think about what industry, or even multiple industries, that my idea fits into. What's going on in these ideas right now, and what's projected to happen in the future? Industry reports are the type of information source that will help me answer the questions. They're comprehensive accounts of a particular industry, containing a depth of information, facts, and statistics. They usually include information about emerging industry trends, general financial statistics like operating costs, revenue, consumer spending, details about major companies, market share, and information about related industries. Let's brainstorm industries relevant to my kitten yoga studio. So for yoga, it would definitely be yoga studios, maybe Pilates or other exercise classes, and gyms and fitness centers more broadly. What about for kittens? Cat cafes, pet stores, animal shelters? I'll search for industry reports in IBIS World. Remember that these reports are high-level overviews of industries in the United States. If you're not sure what industries your idea fits into, or if you're not finding relevant reports, send me an email. Oh great! Here's a report about Pilates and yoga studios. I can learn about industry trends, major companies, similar and competing industries, and more. I need to identify and analyze my target market. Who are the people most likely to become my customers? What are they like? And how many are there? Secondary data from market research surveys can tell you a lot about your target market. People who do yoga, what are they like? Their age, gender, income, or frequency of their yoga practice? What about people who like kittens? What's their age, gender, and income? Do they do other cat-related activities? Can I find an overlap between people who do yoga and people who like kittens? The Market Research Handbook series from UNC Library is my first stop. Each handbook compiles comprehensive information about consumers and an industry. Of the 12 available titles, I think that leisure business, retail business, and consumer behavior might be most relevant. Here's a chart from the Leisure Business Market Research Handbook that tells me how many people practice yoga in a year for the categories casual and core, which is defined as more than 50 times per year. Once I've got some basic data on my target market, I want more nuanced information. Consumer market research surveys from Mintel are a great source for this. Mintel sends out surveys to consumers on a huge range of topics, and analysts take the data to write reports, like this one on exercise trends in the US. You can see in the executive summary here that this report covers how people exercise, where they exercise, and their motivations to exercise. Make sure to pay attention to the interactive Databook in Mintel reports. This Databook provides graphs and numbers from people who answer the surveys. For example, here's the chart showing responses for the question, attitudes towards type of exercise. I can see that 50% of survey respondents do a flexibility workout like yoga because it increases mobility. I can use this information to inform my marketing plan. Importantly, I need to know how many people are in my target market. I'll use the database Simply Analytics to find out how many people there are and where they're located. Location is important for my Kitten Yoga Studio since it's a brick-and-mortar business. If you're creating an online or virtual product or service, geography may not be as crucial. This image is an exported map from Simply Analytics. It shows Orange County, North Carolina, and what % of the population participate in yoga every chance they get. To learn how to use Simply Analytics and make a map like the example, check out the 5-minute tutorial under the Support menu. Analysis is the final piece. It's when you look at who your competition is. You may ask questions like, what companies provide the same or similar products and services? What organizations are working on the same problem or issue as you? Two databases we've already looked at can help you identify major companies operating in the same space. In Mintel reports, pay attention to the section Brand Company. It will discuss top companies, brands, and manufacturers. IBIS World reports have an entire section on the competitive landscape for your industry and a section on major companies. Another way to find competitors is searching the web for their social media presence or looking at the Chamber of Commerce business directory for your geographic area. For example, here's the Chapel Hill Chamber of Commerce business directory search that I can use to identify potential competitors for my Kitten Yoga Studio in Chapel Hill. You can also search for companies in Data Axle Reference Solutions, which used to be called Reference USA. Click the link to watch the next video tutorial of how to do a search.